Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 22nd, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I am still blown away by the response for the Daily News Recap newsletter. I should have made that happen a long time ago. It's simple, clean, and a curated list of 5, 6, maybe 7 top news stories of the day. If you want in, it's free. They come out at 7 o'clock every night. I'll drop a link to sign up right here in the show notes. But we do also have a lot of news, so let's get into it, shall we? There was a bit of inconsistency yesterday. Yesterday morning, the city was joined by the county in denouncing gun violence. Now, this is the expected reaction after a notorious shooting as we had earlier this month. County Executive Pittman said there have been too many shootings and blamed the Supreme Court for allowing people to carry a gun without providing a valid reason. Mayor Buckley said that he's spoken to other mayors and no one thinks it can happen in their community. He did emphasize that the neighborhood was a middle-class neighborhood, as if that was particularly relevant. State Senator Elfreth said we have some of the strongest gun laws in the nation, and the job now is to make sure that they are working as intended. In my opinion, this seemed to just be the standard talking points pulled from the elected municipal executive's handbook. Why do I say that? Well, as Senator Elfreth was talking about the gun laws, our very own state Supreme Court issued a ruling that essentially says that ballistic experts cannot testify at trial as to matching a bullet to a gun, like a bullet that killed somebody to the gun that was fired at that person. The court said that while ballistic studies have existed as a field for more than a century and have been accepted by law enforcement and the courts, they now feel that, quote, firearms identification has not been shown to reach reliable results, unquote. This is the top court in Maryland, which has removed a huge tool that could be used to help get this gun issue under control. To the politicians, you really can't have it both ways. All right, I need to step off my soapbox and talk about some good news, and kudos to the kids at Southern High. The members of the National Honor Society and the Future Farmers of America raised $6,000 and donated handmade baby blankets to support sick and premature babies at Anne Arundel Medical Center's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. And the NICU can certainly use it. They do treat nearly 800 newborn babies every single year. So to the Southern, I say well done. Well done indeed. Maybe some bad news for some new drivers. During COVID, the MVA ditched that whole have an examiner in the car with you for the 2 tests, the closed course and the road test. They decided to allow the examiner in the cars for the road test beginning in 2022, but held off on the closed course one, opting for the examiner to observe you from the sidewalk. No more. The examiners will be back in the cars for the most nerve-wracking part of this whole process. You know, parallel parking, the 2-point back up and park in the slot, backing up, mirror use, and all the stress-inducing moves. So, sorry about that, kids. Friday, a new business is opening up in Millersville, Dodgebow Annapolis. Think paintball with bows and arrows. All right, they're not real arrows, but they're padded ones, and it looks like a lot of fun. We do have a video up at eyeonannapolis.net. The grand opening is Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and you can try it out, win some prizes, nosh on some food. And it is owned by a North County High graduate. It's located at 8855 Veterans Highway, and if you know where Opportunity Builders is, it's right next door to them. To learn more about it, you want to go to aa.dodgebow.com, and that's DODGEBOW.com. And I did just hear that the tickets for the 18th annual Boatyard Beach Bash at the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park are dwindling. The date is September 9th, and actually new for this year. Instead of getting the 2 drink tickets, it is an open bar for general admission tickets. Price tickets went up a little bit, but great food, great drink, great music, all for a great cause. So you want to go get those tickets at amaritime.org. Okay, that's all I have news-wise. Podcast stuff up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight. We're talking with Pasadena Yacht Yard, and next weekend we're talking to Coco and Pearl. And that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. All right, so now you just need to hang tight because we have George from DCMDVA Weather with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find. And, of course, Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All of that's coming up, so just hang tight. And to all of you ladies attending the rescheduled Pega Girlfriends party tonight, have a great time.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast. For Thursday, June 22nd, the Annapolis region saw some nice rainfall yesterday, and rain chances will remain elevated each day today through at least next Monday, as the skies above finally help to reduce drought conditions across the region. So keep an umbrella handy, but enjoy the rain while it lasts, as we try to cut into what has become a 5 to 9 inch rainfall deficit for the year to this point. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Stay tuned for updates from us on Facebook and Twitter each day, and also on our website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Saturday and Sunday, check out the Muddy Creek Artists Guild Art Fest 2023 at Honey's Harvest Farm in Lothian, and knit some pieces off of Bestgate Road. On Saturday, they have their Learn to Knit June sessions. Then on Monday, check out their toy knitting class. And registration is open for other classes coming up later in June, July, and August, including Fixing Your Mistakes, Knitting Backwards with the Moco Moco Cow, and other fun class. At the Wildberry Farm and Market out near Gambrels, their Wildberry Field Markets are back. For now, they're every other Saturday. They have local vendors, food trucks, and fun for the kids. At the Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn, Saturday they're doing a summer flower festival. Make your own floral crown, fresh cut bouquet, and fairy garden. They also have local music and food, as well as kids' activities. At the London Town Gardens down in Edgewater, on Saturday, they're doing Pride Pods, where participants can create and take home the start of a rainbow garden. At Blended Essentials in Saverna Park, registration is open for their summer camps, which continue next week and run through August. Camps include making candles, soaps, bath bombs, lotions, and more. And each camp has a different theme. Next week's theme is Under the Sea and By the Bay. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing apple pie in a cup, with just the early session at 11 a.m. this week. And Tuesday their Half Pint Kids Club is doing rice cake sundaes. At Local by Design, At their shop off of Chickabin Round Road, they're having their monthly Annapolis Artisans Market, both Saturday and Sunday, where you can check out their shop, the artists in residence there, and pick up some great gifts. At Art Farm in Annapolis, Sunday, their Vibe Flow and Chill Yoga is going to be at the Annapolis Farmers Market at the Navy Stadium. On Tuesday, there's Exploring Watercolors for teens and adults. On Wednesday, there's virtual botanical drawing critique sessions. And for their kids' art camps, running all next week, is their Fearless Girls Photography Camp for ages 10 through 12, Painting Camp for ages 10 through 15, and Kids Art Camp for ages 7 through 10. And registration is open for more Kids Art summer camps coming up in the weeks that follow. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today Glen Burnie has Pride Friendship Bracelets, Edgewater has Crafty Seniors, Linthicum has Build and Play with Lego, and Eastport Annapolis Neck has a Teen Art Night. Tomorrow, Bush Annapolis is making reef balls, and Severn has Pride Arts and Crafts for children and teens. Saturday, Bush Annapolis is making reef balls once again. Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. Severn has a paired program with Crafting Kindness. On Monday, Odenton has a Pride Art Show reception. Tuesday, Severna Park has Stitching in the Stacks. Bush Annapolis has Cricket Design Basics. And Severn is watching the Matilda movie and having a craft night at the same time. Then on Wednesday, Odenton has a family hangout with Fairy Tale STEM, building a house strong enough to protect the three little pigs with this engineering design challenge. Glen Burnie has their Lego Club. Bush Annapolis is Painting Kindness Rocks. And Eastport Annapolis Neck has their Cookbook Club with summer picnic favorites. At the Pongos Learning Lab and Coder Kids Club, their summer camps are in full swing, with next week's camp being YouTube Stars Camp. The weeks that follow include camps for would-be young inventors, game designers, roboticists, Minecraft builders, and young scientists. At the Patuxent Lapidary Guild off of Defense Highway, on Saturday, they have a workshop making staggered Byzantine halves bracelets, and on Sunday, they're doing basic cabochon cutting. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, tomorrow, check out our Soap Making 101 class with Kathy. And then on Tuesday is our monthly general meeting, where you can come by and check out the shop and meet some of our members. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.